The music industry has always had its fair share of secrets, but no one expected the latest wave of controversy to hit one of the most powerful empires in entertainment, Roc Nation. Jay-Z, the billionaire rap mogul, entrepreneur, and cultural icon, has suddenly found himself in the middle of an explosive scandal after a brutal new article surfaced online. This in-depth exposé has sent shockwaves through the music world, painting a picture of deceit, manipulation, and hidden power moves within the very company that was once seen as the gold standard of artist empowerment. Fans are stunned, insiders are whispering, and even Beyoncé and Alicia Keys are reportedly reacting behind the scenes as the story continues to unfold. The article, published by a major entertainment outlet, doesn't hold back. It tears into Roc Nation's rise and its inner workings, suggesting that Jay-Z's empire isn't as flawless as it appears. The piece claims that while Roc Nation has signed some of the biggest names in music and sports, there's a darker side to how it maintains its dominance. Former employees and artists describe the label as a tight-lipped kingdom, a place where loyalty is everything, but questioning authority can end your career overnight. One insider even went so far as to say, "You don't leave Roc Nation, you get released when you've served your purpose." That quote alone has gone viral, igniting an online storm of speculation about who might be behind the leaks. For years, Jay-Z has been praised for creating a company that gave artists their power back. Roc Nation was supposed to be the alternative to the exploitative record labels of the past, a place where musicians could thrive, own their masters, and build generational wealth. But this new report suggests something far more complicated. Some artists allegedly found themselves trapped in long-term deals, promised creative freedom, but ending up creatively restricted. A few anonymous voices in the article claimed that Roc Nation's internal culture values reputation over relationships, with executives more concerned about protecting Jay-Z's image than supporting the people on the roster. What makes this even more intense is that the exposé goes beyond business. It dives deep into the personal relationships and blurred lines between power, loyalty, and control. The journalist behind the piece reportedly spent months gathering stories, speaking to former associates who say they were silenced or ignored when they tried to raise concerns. One shocking claim even suggests that Roc Nation used intimidation tactics to keep certain stories from getting out. And that could explain why we've rarely seen anyone publicly speak against Jay-Z's empire. When the article dropped, social media exploded. Within hours, the hashtags #RocNationExposed and #Jay-Z Scandal were trending worldwide. Fans rushed to reread past interviews, searching for clues that might confirm or deny the claims. Some users pointed to the sudden disappearance of certain artists from Roc Nation's roster, wondering if they, too, had fallen victim to what the article described as corporate manipulation. One viral tweet read, "Jay-Z built an empire, but at what cost?" It quickly racked up over 200,000 likes, showing just how divided the public has become over one of hip-hop's most celebrated figures. And then came the reactions from the people closest to him. Sources close to Beyoncé say she's been keeping a close eye on how this story unfolds. While Queen Bey is known for her silence on public scandals, insiders describe her as deeply concerned about the article's potential to tarnish both her husband's legacy and her own brand. She's protective of the empire they've built together, one source claimed. But this kind of exposure is the last thing she wants, especially when she's preparing for her next major project. Beyoncé's team hasn't released an official statement, but fans noticed that she quietly limited comments on her latest Instagram post just hours after the article started trending, a subtle move that many saw as a response to the growing controversy. Meanwhile, Alicia Keys' name unexpectedly entered the conversation. Her longtime connection to Jay-Z through their 2009 anthem Empire State of Mind made her one of the central figures in the article's narrative. The piece hints at behind-the-scenes creative tension during that era, suggesting that while the two presented unity on stage, there were quiet disagreements over control and credit. Alicia has remained publicly graceful, but her social media behavior since the article's release has fans talking. She posted a photo with a caption reading, "The truth always finds its way," which quickly drew thousands of comments linking it to the Roc Nation drama. Whether it was coincidence or a quiet nod, her fans believe she knows more than she's letting on. The most surprising element of the article, though, might be its exploration of Jay-Z's power beyond music, particularly in sports and politics. Roc Nation Sports, which manages high-profile athletes, has also come under scrutiny for its allegedly aggressive recruitment tactics. A few unnamed agents accused the company of using Jay-Z's celebrity to pressure young athletes into signing deals they didn't fully understand. The exposé even hints that Roc Nation's partnerships with major institutions, like the NFL, were more about image control than real progress, especially considering the criticism Jay-Z faced when he partnered with the league following the Colin Kaepernick controversy. Still, not everyone is buying the narrative. Many fans and industry veterans are calling the article a targeted attack. They believe it's an orchestrated smear campaign against one of the most influential black businessmen in history. Supporters argue that Jay-Z's success has always threatened the status quo, and the media has a history of tearing down self-made moguls once they reach the top. "People love to build him up just to tear him down," one tweet read. "Jay-Z changed the game and they can't stand it." The debate has become so heated that even other celebrities have started weighing in, with some defending Jay's record of philanthropy and others questioning whether this could mark the beginning of a major reckoning within the music industry. But behind all the noise, there's a growing sense that something much bigger is at play. The Roc Nation article has opened the floodgates for former collaborators to share cryptic posts, old stories, and subtle hints that things inside the empire weren't as glamorous as fans believed. Some have even suggested that more publications are preparing follow-up pieces, potentially with more damaging evidence about how Roc Nation operates behind the curtain. If that's true, Jay-Z might be facing the most serious challenge to his reputation since the infamous elevator incident with Solange years ago. As the dust settles, one question remains. How will Jay-Z respond? He's known for his silence during scandals, often letting his actions speak louder than words. But this time feels different. The scale of this exposé, combined with the online reaction and the involvement of big names like Beyoncé and Alicia Keys, means silence could be seen as an admission. Yet a public statement might only pour more gasoline on the fire. Sources close to Roc Nation say the legal team is already reviewing the article for potential defamation, but others believe Jay-Z will do what he's always done, turn controversy into motivation, and eventually come out even stronger. At the end of the day, Jay-Z's story has always been about resilience, reinvention, and relentless ambition. From the streets of Brooklyn to the boardrooms of billionaires, he's mastered the art of survival. But this latest scandal may test him like never before. As the world waits to see what happens next, one thing's for sure, the empire he built is under the microscope, and this time everyone's watching. Will Jay-Z rise above the controversy once again, proving that the Roc is still unbreakable? Or will this exposé finally reveal cracks in the legacy that even Beyoncé can't protect? The truth may not be clear yet, but one thing is certain. The world of Roc Nation will never look the same again.